got a lot of stuff accomplished today. I thought, why not end it off with a little No Man's Sky. Now I want to update you guys on a couple of things, and this probably isn't the right video to do this on, but everything's been changing pretty much during my broadcast of No Man's Sky. So if you've been keeping up to date with my No Man's Sky, this will feel right at home. Basically, during my series of No Man's Sky, and we started it off on my original channel, Worst Name 69, and then we split it up halfway through. At this point, it would be the halfway mark, somewhere around 13 or 14, somewhere around that number. And we started broadcasting on Chill AF Gaming, my professional new channel, or quote-unquote professional. As professional as it can be for someone who does this as a hobby. So basically what I decided to do, and I've been in the process of downloading videos, re-uploading videos. I was going to do some editing on these videos, but in the end I decided, you know what, let's leave the videos that I did on Worst Name 69, because the intro's different anyway, and for like Zombie and for Entwined and The Last of Us and The Last of Us Remastered. I'll leave links to those gaming series on my website. You guys can access those at any time via the website. It's not a huge deal to me. And we're just going to continue moving forward with fresh content on this channel, Chill AF Gaming. So what I did do is I did upload all of my No Man's Sky videos to this channel. So half of them are going to have no views, no comments, no likes, no anything like that. And they're all kind of out of order as far as like what should you watch right now. So I've been uploading at odd hours of the time, odd hours of the day, just trying to get these videos so that I can have a full playlist of this series on this channel, which I now have. So we have a complete playlist of No Man's Sky on this channel. The playlist is organized, and it's the current what you should watch area on my channel that's a little clusterfucked, as those uploaded videos are the earlier videos and they're showing up now where they should be placed a little bit later, obviously, in that list. What you should be seeing up there now is Abzu and Journey, and obviously now more current No Man's Sky in a chronological order, in an orderly fashion. So yeah, that's what's going on. Chill AF Gaming. I'm here to stay. What up? You want to fight about it? This is the deal. So we're gonna continue with our No Man's Sky journey. What it is we're heading towards the galaxy's core, and I figured we could do a couple of jumps, find some black holes, maybe collect a couple of resources. We're only on for about an hour. I can't really do much more than that. It's been a long day. I've been on my ass playing video games pretty much all day. My eyes are going buggy, but you know, just wanted to make sure everybody knew I wasn't slacking off on this video game channel, and wanted to make sure that everything was you know, it's all about the process, trying to make sure what you really want to do. So from No Man's Sky, we're going to continue moving forward on this channel, and Worst Name 69 is just going to be my personal channel for maybe IRL stuff. Maybe I'll throw some blogs on there or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but I still have it. I still own it. I'm not going to get rid of it by any means. But as far as what we're doing today on the game, let's see here if we can get into the main screen. I just used up a bunch of resources for some warp cells because I plan on traversing the universe a little bit. I'm sorry about that. We have a friend request. I will have no problem adding you at the end of this broadcast. I love adding people, increasing the friends list, playing games with like-minded individuals. If you ever stop in on the broadcast, feel free to make a comment, say hi, ask me what I'm up to. I'm very, I guess, friendly is the word to say. I enjoy the social interactions. No Man's Sky, as I got my little comment down there today, apparently it is the #1 hated or worst rated game on Steam, and yeah, I am liking it. I like the game. I don't know what to tell you. I was broadcasting yesterday and someone stopped in and said I should get a refund. I'm like, I don't want a refund. I like the game. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it sucks obviously for some people who follow the game for as long as they did and had such high expectations, but for this fellow, I guess it pays to have low expectations. I really didn't know what to expect. I knew it was going to be a space game, and for what it is, I got what I paid for, and I like it. So I do plan on coming back to this game every once in a while, and exploring the universe. There's so much stuff going on. There's so many different types of plant life and animal life and things you can do. It's not something that's going to be going away from me anytime soon. It will be divided out a little bit more once we get into some other games. Like today we started playing a couple of indie titles, and that was fun and was great, and now we're here doing another No Man's Sky video. So let's get out of this guy's face and into our ship. I think I'm ready to leave this space station, get a taste for some space flight, maybe pick a fight. It's one of the better space stations I've been at. You know, it's nice when you get in there and there's always ships coming in and out. I mean, that's how you get some strong trades, some strong commerce. So overall gameplay, what are our objectives in this game? Passively, not so passively. As far as I have goal-wise, here's our ship, 35 slots. We know the max slot for a ship is 48. 48 is our goal. But if we were to buy a ship, if you followed me in some past broadcasts, 48 slot maxed out ship is somewhere, depending on the upgrades, in the $100 million range, 90 to $100 million range. I have 7.4 million at this point. That is a lot of time invested in mining and or trade or playing the market, or however you want to do it. It's that's a grind and a half, and I don't, you know, that's something I'm going to do passively. I'm not actively trying to mine for a 48 slot ship. That's just not, it's just not in the cards for me. We grinded for almost a week just trying to acquire this ship. So we're going to make our way with what we have currently, and this isn't too bad. You know, we're rocking the hyperdrive, we're rocking our lasers, we got a decent cannon, we can stand up for ourselves in a dogfight, and that's all that really matters to me at this point. It sucks as far as storage, you know, and our shields we could go up a little bit more if we wanted to, but I mean, this is what it is. We do have a maxed out gun, and we've got a maxed out exosuit. Fantastic, right? We're always going to be on the lookout for these purple resources during our trade, so that's passive. We're going to try and find some plutonium, because we clearly need some. I used it all up in creating warp cells. And we'll probably get some iridium. What else could we use? Thamium-9 maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Like 150 units would be fine. We'll be on the lookout for nickel as well. Or do I have some in my exosuit? I do have some in my exosuit. Let's just ship that over. Yeah, so now we're fine with the nickel. I'm alright with that. We don't really need to search for that anymore. So, with one of my buddies, he tells me that the Atlas V-Pass, or V2, we're going to get the colonial outposts. Looks like someone's picking a fight with me. Is that right? Is it these guys? Oh. These guys. Oh, I'm fine with that. You guys know who you're picking a fight with, right? I'm the galaxy's most wanted, bitch. About ready to taste some of my lasers. I'm worse than a shark with lasers attached to his head. Look at you. You're falling like flies. I can't even believe this guy's still sticking around. You got balls, son. You got balls. You got big, stupid balls. There you go. Dead. That's what you get. Let's see what he has. Is he carrying anything? Let's get rid of this so I can actually pick something up. Look like emerald and nothing. Oh, Lemium. Lemium's good. I can sell that for a decent price. Anyway, where was I? So, yeah, Colonial Outposts apparently is where he got his V2, Atlas V2 pass, and possibly V3 as well. So we'll be looking for those as well. In our galactic travels towards the center of the galaxy, we're going to be paying more attention to monoliths, because through the monoliths we can learn Atlas language, and Atlas language is rare language. We can learn Gek, and we can learn Vy'keen, and we can learn Korvax, but really what we want to learn is Atlas, because I want to know what that big giant fucking Dyson sphere, whatever type sphere it is saying to me. Short of, you know, you need to go across the galaxy and collect such and such, and keep going forward deeper and blah blah blah. And I don't know if I'm making the right decisions by avoiding the Atlas's path and taking black holes deeper into space towards the galaxy's core, or if I should be following the Atlas path. It's very conflicting, and I'm not exactly sure if I'm making right choices based on in-game you know, suggestions or options. So I may be rushing things a little bit by doing what I'm doing now. But it's a huge universe, and it seems like I said before in my past playthrough, it all seems fairly passive at this point. So I don't know if we're actually, I mean, we could essentially play this game forever, am I right? Going through system to system, acquiring resources to move on to the next system. That's basically what it is, and the only main driving force is the Atlas telling me to go to another Atlas, telling me to go to another Atlas, or acquiring more slots for my ship. So that also is another thing we're looking for on our planets while we're traveling, looking for monoliths. We're also looking for crashed ships. Crashed ships, colonial outposts, and monoliths. And we're only going to be doing this in Gek or Korvax space because we know enough language with the Vy'keen. We don't need to dick around in Vy'keen space anymore. Geks and the Korvax only. So I'm not entirely based right now. But, well, now I have to sell this shit because it's taking up space. That's like 30,000. I think I can hold on to that for a little bit. It's not a huge deal. But we are going to go planet side. We're looking for plutonium first and foremost. You never know what you're going to get with these larger asteroids once they get in range. Iridium, that is fairly rare to see in large asteroid form. That is also iridium. Holy smokes. I'd be able to sell this, I'm not sure. I'm not collecting a lot of it. It's going a lot faster than if I was on planet side. What's that? Oh, that's my space station. Of course. What? It must have been Thamium 9. I must accidentally hit a Thamium 9. This must be Iridium 2 then. Oh yeah. Oh, that's Emerald. Again, I must have hit some Thamium 9. I wish that the cooldown for this pulse was the same as my gun on planet. Like all you have to do is release, and as it's falling, you can start it up again, and it starts all the way from the bottom. It just doesn't work for these guns. I'm not sure why that is. Jesus, I'm getting a little disorientated. Right, so let's take a look here. It's a little bit of iridium. Doesn't seem like I collected a lot. 122. Come on, man. We're saving them slots there for Thamium 9. I think we can send that emerald to the ship. That's fine. Get the titanium in case we get in a fight, which I really could probably start holding back on the titanium because I am strongly holding my own now in these battles. The only time I really have to load up with titanium is when I plan on raiding freighter ships. And those guys, they're not even worth raiding if you don't have the slots open in your ship. So we're heading planet side. Well, that came up pretty fast. Let's see what we have going on down here. Looks like some vegetation. Is that sand? We need iridium. What else do we need? We need iridium, plutonium, and that's all I'm really caring about right now. There's a little bit of plutonium down there. I saw that. It's an interesting mushroom-type tree. And also looking out for some interesting wildlife. I've said this in many playthroughs as well. I've not yet seen anything dinosaur-like in size, but we know that it exists. Well, we suspect that it exists based on gameplay released before the game's release. So like Brachiosaurus-type creatures, giant rhinoceros-type creatures, and I just have not seen anything quite like that yet. We are keeping our eyes peeled because I do want to see something like that. Seeing any resources off the bat. That looks like a monolith. We need to land. My landing sequences leave something to be desired, that's for sure. You know, just land. Just land. Tell you to land, you better land. Learning some Gek words. Only the finest Gek words on this planet, no doubt. Fire, kneel, and some other word that I'm sure is relevant. Now we haven't done much for lore with the Gek or the Korvax. That's why we're also doing that in this system. Got the words beware, abomination, terror, and despair. Those are our key words. A strange new reality grips me. The ancient structure swings open to reveal a body encased in ice. It is a patchwork of different body parts. Its ragged beak appears to have been stitched on with animal gut. A handwritten sign in the language of the ancient traders can be seen above the body's head. A flammable isotope would most likely melt the ice. Interesting. So, yeah, beware, abomination, terror, despair. It seems like I should leave this thing encased in ice. I'm gonna leave. The panel on the monolith swings shut. The abomination remains trapped. I am thanked. You're welcome, dude. Keep that thing locked up tight. Atlas word, apart. That's what we want from these monoliths. We want that one single word. And in time, in the GEC and in the Korvax systems, we should acquire enough to talk to the Atlas. Now, I've acquired a bunch of Atlas words in the Vy'keen system, and I still do not see these words appear in paragraphs as I approach the Atlas interfaces and talk to these guys. So we clearly don't have the right words or enough of the language to even make a dent in communication or understanding. It's all speculation. So the only problem with these monoliths is that you have to land every time, so I mean then you gotta charge up your landing thrusters, which isn't that big of a deal, but it's constant Thamium 9. So you gotta keep track of that shit. And I do need to get some Thamium 9. We're good for now though. Found some Heridium, we're gonna land, we want this shit, there's more up top there. This stuff mines up pretty easy. It looks like there's Iridium up there too. Iridium's fairly rare to see in landside resource. It's that red stuff right there. So that's making me happy in the pants. This is an interesting iron structure. Looks like a giant hand coming out of the ground. Is there fluid in there? What in the balls is this shit? We also want to keep our eyes open for the abandoned buildings with the giant sludge-type creature or mold-type stuff going on in there with the claw around the interface. There's an ongoing story in there as well. I'm personally interested, so I want to see how that carries on. We're just not sure. I don't know why I can't. I just wanted to come closer to the Iridium. Just waste them landing thrusters, waste that shit, waste that fuel. I don't really need to do this. I don't really need Iridium, but I just want to mine it. I rarely get the opportunity to mine this shit. And I'm a miner. We're also going to be looking for zinc as well, passively. Okay, it's not one of those major things. We're going to fill up a 250 slot at the very least. Since we already have a slot of Iridium, we might as well fill it up and then sell it in the store. Yeah, so this is thing. Do a little scan. Yeah, there's a little bit of Iridium in there. I'll just send it back to the ship. Are we out of range? I don't think so. Good. This Iridium should mine up fairly fast. I mean, we're already at 67, 70, 80. We're at 100 already. This is one of the fastest resources to collect. I wish everything that was worth mining was mined this fast. I don't even need to go any further than that. I only really need one. But it's turning out to be a valuable resource these days as far as fuel for my hyperdrive, so I guess we'll pick up 2. I'm probably going to sell one of my slots of Chrysonite. Those resources really only come in handy for upgrades for the tech, and I have all the upgrades I need. We're only going to really need Chrysonite once we start upgrading my ship again, and I won't be doing that until I get a new ship. And the odds of that happening anytime soon are slim to none. That's not true. They are out there. I would probably, at this point, trade for anything larger than what I have, even if it was one slot. How are we looking? Yeah, we can ditch this. We just don't need it. This is a GEC Relic, 26,000 it's worth. We'll hold on to that for now. Maybe we'll find a trading facility. There's some plutonium up over here. There's some as well. There's a big one. Pop. That's 100 easy. I'll take that all day, any day. Oh my god, there's a big source over here, like a cluster. That's what we want to find. We'll be able to stop mining for plutonium as soon as we get to this farm, this crystal farm. Oh, a little bit of zinc. We'll snag that real quick. Oh, there's all kinds of it down here. Plutonium rich, my friends. Just like that. We are stocked up. So you gotta watch out for the sentinels. They don't like it when we... Oh, for fuck's sake. It had to happen when I had a big crystal pop. You mother bitches. Alright, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're gonna ditch one of these irons. Pop. Got one. There's one carbon. No thanks. So we can already use a trade facility to sell some of this crap. I should be good, right? I only need 3 plus whatever I need to send to the ship, and that's pretty much what I just acquired. What are we carrying in the ship anyway? Emerald and iridium. Well, if we have to, we'll probably drop the iridium. 14. Yeah, most definitely. If we have to, we'll drop the iridium. It's not that big of a deal. It's not worth that much. It's only good for, say, like our coolant upgrades. Oh, fuck's sake. Are you serious? Get out of my face. This guy's here. Goodbye. There. Oh, we filled up with titanium because we killed those sentinels. There's always something. Emerald, there must be some green crystals around here. We can just send that over. Thamium 9 we need yet. We need another 250. Yeah, this is emerald right here. Let's pop that real quick. Is there any other green around here? Green crystals will show up as a gray diamond, and there are none. Gray diamonds also show up as like green cases, where you will acquire shit like it's dark green cases. You'll get stuff like this: Gek relic, Gravitino ball, neutrino module, dimensional matrix, sac venom, shit like that. There's another sentinel over there. It's gonna get pissy if I clean up. I'm gonna send this back to the ship, but we do need another 250 in plutonium. We would be there already. Oh, there is some gray diamonds right over that way. There's more emerald. We can fill up that emerald slot. I say, why not? We're going to be on our way to a trade facility anyway. Of course, I don't know how I'm going to get it to the ship. I'm going to get rid of this. That has to happen. And with that, we're going to send the chrysonite. Now we insert the slot in our exosuit with emerald. So we'll just collect the nearest emerald. I'm surprised to see sentinels in here. They don't normally come into the caverns. Almost, buddy. Better watch it. just for iron, I believe. So we have enough plutonium. Now we don't have to worry about that in the cavern. There we go. There's going to be some this way as well. A little bit lower, or what? Where is this? Right around the corner. Oh yeah, there's some major ammo right here. Should be full now, yeah. Sarait. We're gonna send that over. We just a little bit here, 50 units. That's fine. I'm gonna ditch that. The iron. Shit, I don't know. I don't really want to carry 2 units of iron, but they do come in handy for whatever it is that I've been doing, which is traveling through the universe. But I'm gonna ditch it so I can have some space for carbon. I do need more carbon. I also need to get the F out of here. Where is my ship? Somewhere this direction. It's up here. I wonder if we can... Oh yeah. Just create a shortcut, that's what I say. Storms are brewing. Oh yeah, we're right here. That's why I love grenades. So, that wasn't too bad. That happened, we got a lot of stuff accomplished in a little amount of time. Our resources are back up. The only thing I really want to do is get at least another 250 of carbon, and then we're going to shoot a couple of asteroids for some thamium-9. Our zinc stands at... not too shabby. 198 out of 250. That's really not too shabby. These I'm gonna sell. I may pick up another 250 of zinc. Can't tell you for sure. That does come in handy for warp cell crafting. So what am I doing? Carbon, zinc, carbon, and zinc. Really, that could be anywhere. Zinc's not going to be able to pop up super fast like that. Basically, let's just find ourselves in a... Basically, we'll just look for a monolith. It'll give us a reason to land. And with that landing, we're likely going to find carbon, and we are likely going to find zinc. This planet has emerald everywhere, apparently, in many forms. In the only 2 forms that it comes as, short of asteroid form. Alright, we got some over here. Let's check it out. I'm not sure what a colonial outpost looks like, and I'm not sure what an abandoned building looks like. This is none of that. Some interesting land masses up there. Oh, yeah. But hell yeah, you guys. What an amazing day of gameplay. Super stoked for the games that we did play. If you haven't checked out Abzu yet, please check it out. Journey, what an amazing time. Reliving Journey was a real treat. We're probably going to go back into that and trophy out in my off hours. No need to do any more playthroughs with that game. You all have the general gist. I may, if I get like super awesome at that game again, just to show you a fantastic playthrough. But I feel like for our first time back after 4 years, it went fairly well. Get something over here. And Abzu, what a treat of a game that was. Alright, we got a monolith. That's what we're looking for. Let's land. Holy smokes, it actually landed me where I wanted to land. What in the... Oh, okay. Jesus. Resource. That seems like a good one. Come on, no whammy, no whammy. Stop. Large and in charge. That seems appropriate. Where's the third? Stop. A fairly good word. I think we're getting some baseline adjectives and nouns. That's what we need. That's what we want. Ashes of something. Ashes of the avidid usses? Avidid usses? Ugna? Right. Keywords. Underling. Gek. First. Spawn. Demand. Help. Give. Silicate. So they don't really leave much to the imagination there. I only don't know one word there. I may know more Gek words than I thought, because that's a lot of stuff going on there. I think I might know more Gek than I do Viking at this point, just reading this. Whew. So clear it's silicate, but we need to read the story. I'm inspecting the monolith's surface when suddenly a ragged silicon claw grabs me. Despite being broken and fragmented, it holds me tight while an ancient metallic beak emerges from the living rock. It shouts in an ancient tongue, unaware of who or what I am. Anyway, yeah, we're going to give it silicate. The metallic hand releases its grip and grabs at my offering. I have perhaps appeased an ancient evil. I'm not sure if that's good or not. I want to appease ancient evil. Maximum health. Atlas word. Entropy. Interesting word. I got a Gek relic. So yeah, I have another Gek thing taking up a slot in my inventory. It leaves me with one open slot. That's it. So, since we've landed, we need to find carbon and plutonium. There's we don't need plutonium. We need carbon and we need zinc. That might be zinc. That is likely zinc. It could be titanium crystal, but that is not very easy to come by on any planet. Definitely zinc. Give me that zinc, you flower. Oh my god, this phone. Will it ever stop chirping? Yeah, there it is. We'll snag this up. Try and find a tree to blow up. Yeah, we got a couple over here, that's no problem. We just need 250 more of carbon and then we can be on our way. We need to find a trade facility Or we're gonna go back into space to the space station. We need to sell some shit. We need to sell it pronto. Let's scan this crazy looking tree. Look at it. Look at that. What is all that? Strange growth. Some kind of fungal growth. Good lord. Some kind of fauna. Flora? Fauna? I don't know what I'm saying. Is that fauna? Would you say that's fauna? What is fauna? Is that animal life? Flora seems like plant life. Or is it both plant life? That would make no sense. Science! Actually, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? We have Google right at our fingertips. Give me one moment so I don't sound a fool any longer. What is fauna?
Fauna, the animals of a particular region.
It is animals. Ha! So I was sounding like a fool. Forgive me, gaming interwebs. Fauna is animal, flora is plant life. If I would have been on How to Be a Millionaire, or whatever that game is, I would have wasted a phone a friend. I should change that from phone a friend to phone Google. Guarantee. It's a guarantee. A lot of emerald and crystal form on this planet. A lot. We don't need any more. We're going to sell that little bit that we have already. I feel like we do have enough zinc. Kind of, sort of. We still need 250 on the carbon. There's more zinc right there. We're going to grab that. First we're going to shoot this. Oh, I think I blew up the zinc. God damn it. Now there's another one over here we can quick grab. But yeah, no fauna. No fauna on this planet. Alright, so we're stacked. We're feeling good. Still need a little more carbon. Okay. So we're pretty well stocked up. We hit up trade resource. We're going to sell those Gek relics. We're going to sell that Lemium. We're going to have 3 open slots. We can fill up on a little more Thamium 9, and ultimately we can start going towards the galactic core a little bit. We'll get some black hole in for the Eve, and we'll call her broadcast. And this will be our overall objectives at this point. Those are our passive objectives. As I said earlier in the broadcast, that's what we're looking for. That's what we're doing. Resources in general, what I just found, that's pretty much what I'm going to be looking for every time I'm on planet side. As I go deeper into space, those are the resources I'm spending the most for fuel. Uh-huh. Let's get in our awesome ship of doom. That doesn't do anything. I'm not even getting exploding marks on the ground. What in the balls? is it that we're going to be doing here? Either trade facility or space station. So I'm not seeing anything of note worth going towards. We do know that there's a space station not that far away. We may as well just take advantage of that. Instead of scouring the planet for something that may or may not show up, we can easily go and sell this shit right now. We're going to get off the planet at around about 200 KS, and then we're going to stop to get a little look around, get our bearings. This is close enough. Planet abandoned building. That's actually one of the things that we need to go towards. But right now, we're not going to do any good for ourselves if we can't get rid of these items that we need to sell and free up some inventory slots. Where in the bloody fuck is our space station? There it is. Locked on. Should be there in, oh yeah, 6 seconds. That's gonna come up real fast. Boom. And like any good lad, we aim for the glowing hole, score some points, and make a solid landing. Not necessarily going to wait for any ships to come in. We're just going to go straight to the trade terminal on the wall. It'll serve our purpose. We should be able to get the hell out of Dodge. Whoops. God dang it. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Don't make me use the stairs. A little better on that landing. Alright. So we're gonna sell our most obvious items off our exosuit, the Gek relics, the Lemium, and yeah, I think that's all for now. Now we have to rearrange some things. Let's get into our ship. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Go back, go back. We're gonna sell. We are gonna sell 458 of the Chrysonite. I don't have any more on my exosuit, do I? Oh, we do. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to send this back. I feel like 1,000 Chrysonite is more than enough, so we're going to sell all Chrysonite on my exosuit. We'll sell 5. Oh, we don't have the slots. All right, that's fine. We'll clear the slots then. Sell items were automatically in our exosuit, so we're going to go straight to Chrysonite and sell. Let's get out of here again. Go back in. We're going to sell this emerald. Only 250 here. Oh, we already sent 250 there. I gotcha. Gonna maintain that titanium. Let's send some of that to the ship. Send back the excess. Oh, we don't have any. Nice. So that's looking better already. I like having at least 2 slots there. That's making me feel pretty comfortable. I can always send Chrysonite back to my exosuit if I have to. We have 1 platinum. I'm not sure how I feel about that right now, but I don't necessarily feel bad. We'll know later on in the game if that's something that we have to acquire. I don't really feel like platinum's utilized in anything that I'm currently using up and having to scour for resources, so that can stay. This titanium can go up. Maintain our organization. We're gonna sell that. Let's move up this uranium. Bring down the carbon. Quick sell the emerald, and we'll be done here short of a quick organization. Sell emerald, and it's up. Not by much, but it's up. Like 130,000 for that. Slowly but surely, we're making our way to 8 million. A far cry from 90 to 100 million. I just, even if I get to that point, I doubt I'll ever be able to justify that purchase. Even though that's probably the only thing left to buy at that point, would be a maxed out ship. We'll get out of the giant trade terminal eye, the all-seeing eye of the trade terminal. I'm going to move this up, and move this down. Iron, zinc, titanium, blah blah blah. That's feeling comfortable for me. I should check and see if it has any purples to buy or sell. I mean, I'm going to buy if you have purples to sell, and it does not. Those purples are hard to find. By purples, I mean these up here. You got the Radnox, the Callium, the Marine, and the Amigon. These are difficult resources to acquire. I have not acquired them in the wild. I've only acquired them via trade. So if you ever run across them, you buy them. Do not hesitate. If you have money, you buy them. Otherwise, you're going to be looking all over the fucking universe for them when you actually need them. And that shit ain't fun. Bust a nut out of there, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to say hasta luego to the system. We don't need to do anything else, and I kind of want to get some galactic fun in. Rohan Sharma, hello, hello. How are you doing today? Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for making a comment. Welcome to No Man's Sky. We're just about to enter our galactic menu and put in a search for, we're on a path towards the Atlas interface. What? I don't want to do that. We're on our way to find a black hole. But yeah, rock on, Rohan. Am I pronouncing that right? Rohan? Rohan? Let's see here. So this I just noticed this last broadcast. In the bottom left-hand corner, what we have is a D-pad prompt that says scan for discoveries. So I push up on the D-pad, and what it's doing right now is putting a full-on search in the nearest vicinity for me for either Atlas interfaces, black holes, and what I suspect are systems that are harboring anomalies such as the Priest Nada and the Gek Polo. So at this point it says it's prompting me a D-pad on the right for select nearest, and so we're going to do that. And what it has found for me is an Atlas interface. We don't want Atlas interface, so we're going to press on the right D-pad again. And it's put us towards another Atlas interface. We again don't want an Atlas interface. It's continuing to search. We go forward. Another Atlas interface. Come on, man. Come on. Don't want Atlas interfaces. It is continuing to search. Please, please find a black hole. If it doesn't find a black hole, what we're going to do is we're going to take a path towards the galactic core, and we'll try another search. This search is taking a little long. It may be too far out. I'm not really sure what the requirements are. Oh, look, found something. So this is a system that's been discovered, 5 planets, and it doesn't specify Atlas interface or black hole, so I suspect it's going to be an anomaly. And we should probably test that theory. We should probably test that theory, because if it is an anomaly, then we can get a black hole through that. And if it isn't, then we know that it's not an anomaly, and we don't know why it's actually directing us towards this system. But there must be a reason. and I must know the reason. Pardon me while I take a quick drink of water. All this talking tends to dry out my throat. Exactly, that is exactly what it is. There's a space anomaly right there, so. Proven the point. Proven the theory. It's just as good as a black hole. Oh, that came up fast. This is the doorway, I believe. Right? There we go. All right. So there's Priest. Where's Polo? Polo's up top. These guys are switching up their positions and their facility. Let's just talk to Polo first. I always suspected that Polo would be the one to give me the V2, V3 Atlas pass, because he gave me the V1. My bud says that's just not the case. Colonial outposts, he says, so gotta keep those in mind. You, friend, visit the worst places you can find. Stay alive. No good to me dead, are you? Can't learn much from a corpse. Although, no, never mind, stay alive. Polo, you little quick quip, little bitch. How you doing there, bud? At last, Polo is affable once again. A nod, a smile, even a companionable tap on the arm at one point. A friendship renewed. I blush when the Gek mechanic tells me that they hope I live a long, healthy life, but have to swallow disappointment when it transpires that Polo's true motivation for this is to study how my suit responds to long-term exposure to extreme climates. You little motherfucker. Once a scientist, always a scientist, Polo, studying that data like a little data studier. Yes, of course, I'll transmit my survival data. It's probably going to give me some kind of upgrade for my thermal suit, some kind of thermal protection or some bullshit I already acquired. That's not the case at all, actually. It sends me Warp Reactor Sigma, which is garbage even in any other situation. Thanks, Polo, for nothing. Hello, Priest. Current Korvax standing, Traveler of the Atlas. It's not exactly a good standing. I'm not doing too well with the Korvax. Red orbs, dominant, hostile, creators or their relics. Singularities are key. I can't pronounce that word for some reason. Peripatetic path to galactic core. I don't even know what that word means. Path, message from creator, or sloppy workmanship. Nada's paranoia is infectious. I find myself spying into the room before I enter. The Gek Polo seems occupied, taking joy in their chores, but Nada's shell is static, save for the dancing lights. Was that a flash of red behind the visor? If it was, it doesn't repeat. I wait a moment and enter loudly. Polo greets me effusively, but Nada and I are standoffish, our trust failing. So that's too bad. I mean, Polo and I were tight as ever again. I think the reason that our friendship was failing in the first place was that I backed off from a hug or some shit, so it's kind of cool that every time you come into these anomaly facilities or whatever these are, these space anomalies, that there's a storyline and it continues. The same is true for the monoliths for each race, and it's also true for the abandoned buildings with that kind of alien-like substance that has taken over the facilities. So basically I want to find a shortcut to the center that's going to direct me to a black hole. Eventually, I imagine Nada's gonna be, you know, fine, right? Dude, I told you, you need to take a fucking Valium. Chill the fuck out, man. Do they make Android Valium? You need that shit. Good Christ. Maybe he's just spending too much time to this fucking wormholey thing. The Dyson sphere with this, like, white hole. I mean, do you know what the effects are on your circuitry, man? Seriously. You really need to consider all the options here. You're standing right under that thing. That can't be good. The UV rays alone. My God. Careless. Just careless. I'm going to take a look at the gun that I'm not going to pick up. Nice looking. Looks nice. Looks like a friggin' space hand cannon, really. 24 slots is worth picking up, but I already have a 24 slot gun and I have no need to pick up another one. I have every available upgrade. I swear to God, I'm stacked to the max. Cannot get more upgrades than what I have. Everywhere I go, I acquire an upgrade and it says already acquired. Bullshit. So we're going to get out of here. We're going to go into the galactic menu. We're not even going to bother checking out these planets. The only thing that we'll do is defend ourselves if we get attacked by jack-offs in space. Here we go. Anomaly detected. Black hole somewhere. There it is. Super close. Yes, that's right. Let's head to the black hole. We've grown quite proficient at black hole jumping. The amount of distance traveled varies from black hole to black hole, so we do know that it gets up there in the many thousands of light years. So I'm not entirely sure if the direction is towards the galactic core, because the amount doesn't always seem to add up. You know, when we're in our galactic menu, it tells us our distance from the galactic core, and sometimes the math just doesn't add up. It's almost like we're going in an off direction. So I don't necessarily want to go into a black hole unless it's taking me to the center of the flippin' galaxy. You can also explore these systems with black holes. Just because there's a black hole here doesn't mean you need to take it. There's often a planet, at the very least one planet. Oh, for the love of Christ. And a space station. So there's a space station beyond the black hole. But we don't want to do anything but penetrate this. Oh shit, shit. We should collect some of this thamium. Forgot all about that. Takes a small asteroid field to remind. I'm gonna avoid the big one. I don't really need anything from a big asteroid. Thamium. Let's see here. We're going to send all that back. Maintain those 2 slots. I get so OCD with this shit sometimes. But an organized ship and an organized suit makes for an organized game. Alright, let's creep right up into this thing. Sneak attacks. Let's slip this thing a roofie and call ourselves Bill Cosby. Penetration achieved. Is good. So anytime you enter a black hole or you enter FTL, basically it's just a loading screen to take you into the next... What the fuck? I just hit something. Holy smokes. I hate it when they do that. They exit you from a black hole and they put you right into a space station? Jesus. Cannon damage, Tau critically damaged. Well, of course it's damaged. You slam me into a space station. Really, though, every time you enter a black hole and exit, one of your tech gets destroyed. It's because I keep a nicely stocked ship, it won't take much to repair. Boom, just like that. We're ready to rock and roll again. So, because I was distracted with the space station and spinning close to gimbal lock, I didn't get an idea of how far we traveled, unfortunately. But I'm sure we were somewhere around 70,000, give or take 10,000 light years. I would imagine. Maybe more. Alright, so I'm gonna, since we're here, and I have my plutonium, handy dandy, we're gonna charge up our weapons. Not that we need them right now, but when we do need them, I don't want to be dicking around with it. Dun, dun, dun. We're going to charge up our lasers for our ship with plutonium. Our phase cannons, or photon cannons rather, they seem to be alright. Hyperdrive can stand for possibly another 3 interactions on the galactic menu, so we're okay with that. But I guess what we'll do, it saves on having to craft multiple warp cells at the time. We're just gonna quick bust out 2 warp cells. This is how we do. Straight to warp cell. Product constructed. Now we go to the ship, hit up our hyperdrive, and we're going to top this bitch off. There we go. So we could stick around. We're not going to. Again, I don't really have a need. Right now we want to do a couple of, pardon my mic adjustments here. Right now we're going to do a couple of black hole travels, get ourselves close to the galactic core, and we're probably going to end the broadcast after that. We'll do some more playthrough, just like we did today. Probably next Monday, maybe Saturday or Sunday, depending on where I'm at with my scheduling with external sources that are out of my control. Oh, hostile ships are on approach, so we just got ourselves into a little bit of a fight here. Usually I like to scan for my goodies and say, hey, I want them. But I don't think they are. What we have is a distress signal, so they're going to be going more towards that direction. You know what, let's get in a fight, huh? I could use a little excitement before we go any further into deep space. This is it. So they're going to be around here somewhere. Fucking with these ships, I imagine. I'm not seeing any arrows. There we go. There we go. They're all up here. What's going on there, buddies? This guy's dead. While we are fighting these guys on a distress signal, we have to be sure that we're not hitting the ship. If we accidentally hit the ship starts firing at us. You do not want that kind of crossfire. We already took out quite a few ships. Feeling comfortable about that. I'm taking nominal damage. Closest ship here. Where is it? Now I like to shoot with my lasers right off the bat. They lock on. They definitely get their attention. Sometimes I throw in my photon so you can get their attention, and then they just kind of go right into your photon cannon. Getting some gold here. Holy smokes. What's this? Alright, we're at about half health. We're going to quick boost up some, we use titanium. It's densely packed. We can get some shit done. Back on our laser. Smoke this fool. There we go. Oh, he's dead. Dead already. Told you you could leave the fight. So we're already we're packed up over here. We don't need this in here. We don't need this in here. We're gonna leave those spots open. So if we don't have open slots in our ship, we don't. It just says nothing found. We acquire nothing. All right. So we have a couple more arrows. 3 more ships to destroy. That ain't shit. I may have just hit the ship. I did.